Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Let's Connect Now, your business resource. Hey, Monica. Oh, wait, no, it's Val. Today's Val. It's me and Val.
You know that's the worst thing you could say to a woman?
What? Another woman's name?
Yeah.
Well, that's if you're in a relationship with them. We're not in a relationship, so it's okay. No.
We do have a business relationship.
But this is amazing. You know, Monica, she's right there. She stepped out because she didn't have her eyelashes on today, so she didn't want to come on the show. It's okay, Monica.
We miss you.
Yeah, the reason I'm doing this is because we have some special guests that if I was in trouble, we would have to call them. Right?
Yes, I needed their services earlier, actually.
Yes, we did. Yes, I think we both would have been fired. Yeah. Oh, yeah, we both.
Okay, well, that
fired.
sounds bad. But
yeah, that sounds really bad. Yes.
Let's get moving.
Yes.
Hey, I'm Michael.
I'm Ralph.
Welcome to Munoz & Munoz.
Come check it out. Here at Munoz & Munoz, every case is important to us. Big or small or big, we're here to help you.
And here also, privacy is our #1 priority for all of our clients. So come check it out. Our #1 priority is serving the community. We want to give the best attorney service out there in the industry. We're here to help you. Please call us for any personal injury or criminal defense needs that you may need.
So thank you guys for visiting our firm. As you can see, I'm here, Michael's here, always ready to serve you guys for any questions. And please, do not hesitate to call us for anything you need. It could be the simple question, we're here for you. Y sí, hablamos español.
Shoulders, knees, and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. And eyes and cheeks and mouth and nose. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes.
Affordable self-care from professional massage therapists and estheticians. It's what we do. Massage Envy, where better begins.
Hey everybody, I hope you guys are enjoying the show with Let's Connect Now. My name is Danielle Wood. I'm with Prospectors Federal Credit Union, a division of Certified Federal. You guys want to contact us regarding any banking needs or even auto loans and personal loans, feel free to contact me at any time. You can reach me at 909-396-9688 or 909-504-7371. I'm looking forward to talking and speaking with you all soon. Have a great one. Bye-bye.
So who do we have today? Because it's been fun with them off camera, and I just can't wait. Now it's on camera, so it's exciting.
Yes, we have two fabulous ladies today. We have Maile Aguilares and we have Shelly Torres.
Yeah, yes, I love it. See, they round of applause.
Thank you. So they are both HR specialists, so human resource specialists.
Okay.
So they are all about protecting the employees in the workplace. So today, hopefully we can get some insight. And I know that I spoke to Maile earlier, and there's been some changes in the state of California that definitely business owners can definitely use this information and make sure that they stay protected.
Yes, we definitely need this information because earlier, like she said, it was chaotic in here. And it was amazing. But no, there's a lot of questions because, you know, a lot of people in some businesses, they're afraid of HR, you know, because HR comes in, they lay the law down, you know, and when they say, hey, JR, HR department wants you, it's like, oh, whoa, what did I do? First thing is, even though you were innocent.
You actually take that as a compliment, and it's actually not a compliment.
No, I'm just saying it because, like, even though you feel like you didn't do anything, you still start questioning, did I say anything to somebody? You just start questioning yourself. Yeah. You know, so, but anyway, so.
It could be something positive as well. Maybe
exactly.
You're getting a recognition because you did something amazing. So.
I like that.
But yeah, there's always that bag stigma about HR. Like,
and that's what I was saying. It's the bag stigma,
Yeah.
but you guys are bringing the positiveness today of
absolutely.
the whole thing.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, culture is a big part of it because, you know, your culture is going to make or break your company. So, you know, of course, HR has to be the one to lay down the law and tell you what's right and what's wrong. But we kind of partner with the HR professionals and help them to not be that scary person anymore and to be more of that fun person. And we help alleviate taking on all that stuff that is kind of scary for employees so that the HR professional that's on site can be more of the culture person that's like, you know, putting together contests or, you know, whatever, food trucks, just fun things that doesn't have to be scary like how most people do.
Miley, that's actually a great point. The culture, I feel like it is very important, right? Because it could actually make employees, whether or not they want to go to work in the
Right.
morning,
True.
right?
Yes.
And I've
Absolutely.
had people tell me, you know what, I was crying in the car 45 minutes before I decided to go inside.
Yes.
So talking about that, tell us a little bit about maybe some experiences that you've heard. You obviously don't mention the business name or anything like that. We don't want to put that on there. But something that maybe the culture negatively impacted the business, or maybe high turnover rate, right? I'm
Yeah,
sure that has something to
absolutely.
do with
Yeah.
And then it just gets worse from there. So if the culture's bad, then like you said, you're not going to want to go to work. So that means you're probably going to quit, or you're going to suck at your job, and that's not going to be beneficial for anybody. So that's part of what we help with, is we help small businesses to, excuse me, to recognize that culture is everything. Your people are everything. So if you take care of your people, they're going to take care of you.
Right.
If you're happy at a company, you're going to do the right thing when no one's looking, not just when the person's looking, right? So if you get people that really truly believe in your company and they're happy to be there, you're taking care of them, you're giving them good benefits, you know, the workplace is fun, they enjoy going there, they feel like they're wanted and they have the position to be promoted, then of course they're going to do the right thing so that you as the business owner can focus on moving the business forward, let your people take care of the day-to-day. That's the whole point. So.
Right.
Culture is literally everything. I myself have worked for companies where culture was not the greatest, and that was something I was always very passionate about as a manager, is changing that culture. And that instantly literally can change your environment and take your salespeople from, you know, just doing mediocre work to now being top salespeople because they enjoy what they do. And I did stuff like, let's get a little golfing, you know, thing going in the corner. Let's put some darts on the board, and every hour, everybody get up. Come on, let's battle.
Yeah,
Come
see
on,
that? I
let's play
like
some
that.
Darts.
Yeah.
And that's what you have to do.
Yes.
Let's go outside. Let's go for a walk. Let's have some fun. Let's have contests. I remember one time we even like we put wrapping paper all over a couple of the employees, and it was like a contest. How fast can you wrap them? And we split into two teams. How fast can you wrap them? Okay, now you guys have to race each other in the parking lot. And it was so much fun.
Yeah.
But before, these people never even talked to each other. And
Wow.
they hated going to work.
Yeah.
And they hated their job, and they weren't doing well. But then after you get that going and you get all the departments talking and having a good time, they look forward to coming to work the next day. And now they're actually doing well, and they're selling more because they're happy. They enjoy it. So it's just little things like that that can literally change everything for business owners.
Right. Just to piggyback on what she's saying, like you look at your employees and they can be your greatest asset or your greatest liability. And so culture is so important to get that discretionary effort, because people that are happy, they're putting more effort. They're buying into the business and what their goals are. So
Yeah.
it's crucial to keep your business.
Yeah, and think about it. Like
environment good.
if people keep leaving, then you're going to have to keep spending more money
Right.
because now you got to recruit, now you got to interview, now you have to train. Meanwhile, 3-4 months have gone past and you're not selling anything because that salesperson isn't in that role or that operations person isn't there. So you're wasting so much money, and that's another big part of what we do is helping you to attract and retain top talent so that those people you can keep for 10, 20 years, and then you take care of them. You make sure that you're increasing their pay, giving them more ability to be promoted so that you don't have to just keep hiring new people and start all over again.
No, I like that because I feel like setting a certain culture, like I like the fact that you guys are saying that because it's so true. Does it minimal or whatever the amount of things that can happen where people will start to complain and start nitpicking on?
Of course.
Is that why the culture is so important? Because if you make it a negative culture, then
Right.
the rate what would you say the rates are high? Not rates, but
the turnover.
the turnover rates is higher in the sense of possible lawsuits of just this person did this to me, this said this to me, and stuff.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, and then attorneys get a hold of, okay, so you got fired, what happened? And they find one little buzzword, and then they stick to it, and they're like, let's call all your coworkers or your
Yes.
ex-coworkers.
Yeah,
Yes.
because this-
We've got a big lawsuit now, and it can get really ugly. So one person gets fired for, it could be the stupidest thing, but because they were so unhappy there. Now they want to be spiteful and figure out how can I get them back. So they go to an attorney, and now it just turns into this huge lawsuit. So yeah,
Or even worse, they can start poisoning the work environment. One
Yes.
person, they start talking, get everybody kind of thinking negatively.
yeah.
And all of a sudden, productivity is tanking because everybody's just having a bad attitude. And, instead of focusing on, the good and driving the business forward, they're unhappy at work, they're calling out, it kind of has a snowball effect. So
yeah.
Shelly,
crazy.
give me an example of maybe one of your business owners that called you with a problem where we were just like, whoa, did that really just happen?
Well, something that came up recently, we were talking to a business owner, and I won't mention the name of the business, but
Please don't.
They have a chronic problem with a certain section of their company. And I guess it's just on, and the employees are very entitled. And so they're having a huge culture problem with it, and they're complaining constantly. And now they think the HR department is, out to get them. And so it's just really creating a horrible work environment. And it's like I had mentioned, one person poisons the pool, and it's just kind of spiraling down.
Right.
And so now they have a negative environment to the fact that the managers don't want to confront the employees when they're showing up late all the time, because they know they're going to be, faced with a combative employee. And so it just really kind of gets out of hand. So,
Wow.
and it all kind of boils down to culture. And like Miley was saying, having fun things, doing team bonding, letting the employees really feel like they're part of the business, that they're not just there to collect a paycheck. They care about what the mission is. And that's one of the things we'll ask. Like, do your employees know what your mission statement is? And 90% of the businesses, their employees do not. And so how can they know what the mission is and drive that forward if they don't even know the goal of the company?
Right.
That's true.
And so it's
Or
it's
care.
important. Yeah, or care.
Yeah, I know
So-
somebody personal that they're in the HR department, and like you said, when somebody poisons, they all team up, and it's so
Yeah.
true because the person told me that at one point she was in her office, and the whole like basically the whole department came into her office and said we want higher pay because of
Wow.
one person,
Right. Yeah.
and she was like, "What am I supposed to do?" Like, so she had to go to her super like they keep on with me all at once because one person felt like, wait, I want more, and
all started
did
talking.
and started talking.
Yeah.
It all everyone wild up, and they all went to the office,
And
and
it-
she was like, "Whoa."
It's okay to want more, and it's okay to want to feel heard in the workplace. Where we really help is with those managers. Like maybe some of them aren't prepared to deal with that, or they're not trained, or they don't have the confidence in their skill set to manage people that are going to ask for more, going to, push back a little bit. And just, that's just another aspect of what we do. Having that training gives the confidence so that they can be really strong leaders when things do come up, and kind of evaluate, okay, what do we need to do to make this fair? Or how do we handle this in a way that's not going to just continue to create more negativity? And, we help with that as well.
Yeah,
That's
she can call us and say, okay, here's what just happened. What do I do?
Yeah.
And we'll help walk her through. Okay, what was said? Here's what you're going to write. Here's what you're going to do.
Would you say that all business owners need to have a human resource
yes.
100%.
service? Okay, no matter, so one employee and a non?
100%. If you have one employee, for sure, you need to have, and it doesn't necessarily have to be an HR professional. Like, because of companies that, like Shelly and I work for, you can partner with people. If you have 1, 2, 3 people that are actual HR professionals to help you. But it is very important that you make that like the very first thing you do when you open a business is take care of the HR side of things, because like we were talking about in California, laws are always changing.
Right.
And,
You read my mind. I was going to switch
Yeah.
gears.
Yes. Like if you have a clothing company, you're not going to know all the laws that are changing in California that have to do absolutely nothing with clothes or retail. So having an HR partner will help you to make sure that you're staying compliant.
I like that. Yeah.
Saying and doing the right things. I've heard someone in our company talk about working at a big restaurant, and one of the managers was interviewing someone and said something about like, did you take the bus here? As opposed to, do you have viable transportation?
Correct.
And just
Yeah.
that one comment
Right.
got them in a very sticky situation, and it cost them multi-millions of dollars just for that, because that person took that and ran with it.
Right.
And claimed all XYZ.
And that was like discrimination type stuff.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yep.
Now, working in the finance industry and working with business owners in the past, I know that there's certain things that are important. Like, for example, the break room has to have certain postings, or even having a handbook, like certain verbiage to protect the business owner. What can you tell business owners about, like, what is important for them to actually have, and then just make sure, that they're in compliance?
Well, handbook for sure. That's the first thing that we'll tackle when we partner with our clients is their handbook. And you have to have that up to date every year because it does change constantly. So every time there's a law change, even if it's mid-year, we'll say, hey, July 1 effective, this is changing. We need to revise your handbook. But it also depends on the industry they're in too, right? So everything is customizable. We meet with them before they partner with us and figure out, what do they do? Tell us what your current process is, and then we can kind of figure out where there's maybe some things missing or could be enhanced. But yeah, it's hard to give specifics because it really just depends on the industry. But that's a lot of what we do as partners, is just making sure that all of those things are taken care of.
I know we're running out of times, but I did want to touch on what's going on with California. Can you talk a little bit about that, and maybe we can close out with that?
Oh gosh, what isn't going on in California?
Right?
I mean, I don't pay attention to too much of it, or else I'll just get too stressed out about it. But what I can say is from some of the prospects we've been dealing with, like the tariffs for sure is hitting them. I had one client or prospect that was going to join us, had almost 100 employees, was getting ready to move forward, and then had to decide not to do it because he was telling me 3 of his top vendors increased their rates by 30% just because of the type of product they sell.
Yeah.
And so he was like, without me touching anything, now I have to figure out how to make another $1 million without even changing anything. He's like, I don't know what I'm going to do. And that's real. That's what's happening all over. So right now we're feeling it. We feel business owners are kind of either in that boat where like the tariffs are affecting them, their prices are going up, or they're just afraid to do anything right now. And they're just kind of on pause until everything kind of just figures itself out because there's so much going on. So we're definitely feeling that. We're trying to just be supportive to them and tell them, like, this is probably a better time, if any, to partner with people like us. Because a lot of times I think what they'll do is they'll just, I'll just have to lay people off. That doesn't always have to be the answer, you know? Let's look at it. Let's figure out ways to be more cost efficient and without having to get rid of your people, because you're going to need them down the line. So that's part of what we do as well.
Oh, great.
I love it. There's a lot of great information. I like it a lot.
Thank you.
I'm excited about this because it's a tricky subject, and
Not a fun one, right? But they
actually,
are fun.
It can be fun.
It is fun.
We make it fun.
Because they make it, they make it fun playing games and stuff. So if you're,
I'm about to go work for my lay over here.
all I know is starting today, GWC is going to have some games.
Yes.
We're playing some games now.
That culture.
I'm telling Monica, we need some games in your darts and stuff. Because I work hard and stressed, so it's like I gotta take a break. That's it. No, so I love that, and is it if they contact you or can a business do you have to pay, or where they could get certain information where they could put up, or where can they find the information where they could put up the laws, and stuff?
I would say the California websites are going to be the best place to go because, again, it's industry specific. But they can always contact us. We're always happy to meet with people and just, have lunch with them, just sit and talk and figure
find
out
out,
what they need. Yeah. That's part of what we do. We're advisors, so we might not always be a fit, but we can always point them in the direction that is. That's something we're really big about.
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful. Well, I do appreciate you ladies coming in. I know that Shelly today did not know she was going to be, but she looks so camera ready. Why not have her on?
I know, you do.
Have
You
her
do.
on. Especially with those fabulous glasses you came in. I was like, girl, you need those glasses.
I didn't get to see that. Oh man.
She came in looking like a superstar.
Well, thank you, ladies. Really appreciate
thanks
it.
for having us.
Any last words? Maybe something we didn't ask that you would want to say or give your information out?
Not that I can think of. We could give our information later.
We'll give it later. Okay,
Yeah.
great. We'll give it out later and stuff.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Don't forget every Wednesday, 7 a.m. And like, share, subscribe, comment. Love to get back to you guys on any comments that you might have. So we will see you next week. Thank you so much.